but it is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Prescott now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Cowboys at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott now from the 50. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Luke Schoonmaker. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on the punt. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Able to hit his target lane. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the pitch comes to Vaughn. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They go play action with Hurts. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
This is Smith with the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Final play of the half. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley to the 27-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, here's Barkley again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's Rodgers on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throw complete right side to Coles. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Spinning past him. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Saquon Barkley running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hurts will throw.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryan Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. They'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He will push his way down to about the 14.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.